This is the show.
The Sepsiss Show.
I like that. So we're still in our first stages of creating intros and jingles, but that was
Yeah.
pretty attractive.
Yeah, that's pretty cute.
Huh. So welcome back. This is our third edition of our brand new podcast, The Sepsiss Show. Do you remember the little jingle?
The Sepsiss Show.
So much like the podcasts that we've had in the future, we try to focus a lot on the independent music industry. This time we're kind of including current events, of course, tips, tricks, social media, all the stuff that you're used to, and naturally sepsis news. We have some twists and turns coming on the way. How does the audio sound out there, everybody?
Does everything sound good? Put a 1 in the chat
Put a 1 in the chat.
if it sounds good.
So jumping right into it, we're gonna get into sepsis news. This would be like our Swarm TV portion.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck was that? Oh. Okay. Okay, so everybody be quiet. Okay. This isn't funny. My neighbors are gonna have an argument. And currently, someone was told to fuck off and go to hell. So if during the podcast, listen, let's not judge. We all have problems. Guys, people live in check to check. It's difficult. If you're poor, if you're rich, everyone's going through new stuff. Please have some civility and some fucking common sense. If during this podcast you hear somebody say, fuck off and go to hell, it's just my neighbors working through stuff. Give them a break.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Don't judge because you've gotten in arguments with your boyfriend too. Or wife. Or yourself.
Mm-hmm.
With all that said, jumping right in, we got to get to this because it's probably the most important thing in our lives. We are musicians. If you're new to this, if you're new to the stream, if you're new to the story, we are actually musicians. Among other things, for sure. There's 6 of us in the band, and there's about 12 or 17 of us in the staff. I can't count anymore.
There's a lot of us.
There's a lot of us. But we are musicians and podcasters and live streamers and everything else. However, it's very important tomorrow because we are actually releasing new music.
Tomorrow is the day.
And I know many of you have probably heard the song. I appreciate you guys for playing it and checking it out. But so many people have not yet. So tomorrow, firing on all cylinders, the new Sepsiss single will be available tonight at midnight.
For the very first time.
Our new single, Uncross My Heart, will be available everywhere with the exception of course, nasty-ass Spotify. I'll give it to you for free. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're somebody on Spotify and, oh, my God, you can't get the song because it's not available on Spotify, I'll drive to your house and just give you the song.
We'll just deliver it via MP3 flash drive.
This is a song that is near and dear to us. It is a rewrite. So for those who will never know, I'm going to tell the story now.
Yes. Story time.
Originally, the song was called Cross My Heart. Okay? And it was an acoustic song. And it was written in a much earlier version of our band. So the song was called Cross My Heart. And we could never get it right. It was just difficult for us to sing. It was in the wrong key. The words were different. And I just don't know if we were capable at the time of taking on such a challenge. So many years later, I don't know if you know our staff member, Allison. If you've seen Allison at the shows in the last fucking 10 years. If you don't know who she is, this was a combination of two songs that she really liked, No Strings Attached and Cross My Heart. And we fused both of the songs, updated it, changed some riffs around in the arrangement, and now it's called Uncross My Heart. And it's not about the same things. You guys have to check it out for yourself, but it is available. Yes, we're musicians. We don't just talk. So in the rare instance that we get to plug and remind everybody that we are musicians, this is the time when we have new music. So please, everybody, go check that out.
Midnight.
Oh, and look here. Under the Horizon is here, which is amazing. Cause
Hello.
we are going to mention them in a moment. Of course, because they were on a bunch of different shows
Oh yeah.
that we were on.
Oh yeah. It's been a fun summer so far.
So there is that. The other thing I wanted to mention, if you did not know, our guitarist Hot Sauce's birthday is today.
Happy
I
birthday!
feel like I should play some music. If you're not familiar with the really explosive Hot Sauce, then you got to get to a Sepsiss show and watch her play. But it's her birthday today, and if you would, if you see her in passing, please wish her a happy birthday.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not taking my glasses off today because, Lexi, I have a sty in my eye.
Oh my god.
No, and it's nothing like you've ever seen before.
It's not fun.
Ask Lexi, she's seen it.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's like a whole nother person.
Yeah. It's like a whole other eye.
Even my sty has its own eye.
Wouldn't that be weird if like one day it evolved to where it could do that?
It doesn't need to evolve.
Okay.
The evolution of my sty has gone far enough.
That's very true. We don't
This
need
is-
it to evolve.
I was gonna say this is
That's very true. That's so much pain.
this is sty doomsday.
Yeah. It's not fun. The
Yeah.
pressure.
I think the neighbors worked it out.
Yeah. It
I-
sounds like it. I'm very
I
proud.
think fuck you and go to hell turned into I'm sorry. Can you come back inside? Which is the way that we always like it to end up here on the Sepsiss show. I almost said let me go my way. I got to get used to that.
This is the show. The Sepsiss show.
Should Lexi do an intro?
It should be fun.
Thank you guys for showing up tonight. I see Under the Horizon here. That's really cool. Hey, Rich, his brother Rich in the house.
Yo.
Sonic's in the building.
Hello.
If you didn't know, we did also announce official sponsor Violet Rain. I'm personally looking forward to the Sepsiss candles. I heard there's a black light candle involved.
Wait, Sepsiss candles?
Hold on.
Get out.
Don't quote me.
Okay.
I heard through
You've
the
heard
grapevine
this.
that there
Okay.
was going to be. I hear stuff.
If that's a real thing, that's fucking awesome.
Everything we do is real. So you already know. Melissa said yes. Intro. You want Lexi to do the intro? Lexi can do the intro.
I can do the intro.
I don't need to do it.
Let's all do the intro.
We can't all do the intro.
Damn it. Maybe a different show.
She said, "Yo, slow down.
Sorry.
Do it." I know. I'm just saying. Like, I'm interested in the. I heard that there was a black light invasion candle line coming out. That's all I heard. I don't know if that's true. Lexi wants there to be. That's all.
You can just tell on my face that
She just wants there to be.
I just think it'd be really cool.
It's motivational and wishful.
Yeah.
So shows, right? We're doing this show, but we have our new single tomorrow that no one can miss because that would be terrible. And folks have asked me if we're going to do a music video to it? And the answer is fuck no. Not until we do a music video to Bathwater, which is the next music video we're doing.
I second that.
So we're not doing anything else until we do the Bathwater video, which is coming up shortly. You guys are going to love it. If you are underage, you probably shouldn't watch it.
Just saying.
Rumor has it Bathwater is going to be, ironically, the most dirty video we've ever done.
So excited.
Me too.
So excited.
All the cameramen are excited. So, the other thing I want to bring up, of course, is the Dover show.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to try,
Mm-hmm.
because I was telling everybody that the show in Dover, which is next week.
Yes. Next Sunday.
So it's a 3-day show, and it's called Vices Fest.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Dover, and it's at the Strand Theater. I've always wanted to play the Strand Theater.
Ooh.
Back when I was a teenager and smoked weed, I used to dream about playing rock and roll shows at the Strand. And now I'm a middle-aged man that smokes weed, and I'm going to go play a rock and roll show at the fucking Strand.
Fuck yeah. Your dream just came true, motherfuckers.
See?
Motherfuckers.
That shit is going to be lit. So I'm gonna try to, because I said last week, oh, it's a huge show, and everybody rolled their fucking eyes, like everybody does.
Mm-hmm.
It's not their fault. It's just that everybody says that every show is huge.
It's very generic, yeah.
You know, so in order to not be generic, hey, did I see Franco in here?
What?
Yo, Franco, are you going to Swarmy Fest?
Yeah.
Hold on, we'll talk to you in a second.
We gotta talk.
We gotta talk. We gotta talk to Franco. Wait a minute.
What?
I just got an idea.
What is it?
Well, we can't say all the ideas. It's live.
Oh. Right.
So the Dover show. I'm gonna have to take off my my glasses, so we can actually, because I have to read every single one of these bands.
Do you want me to read it?
Why? Because of my sty?
Yeah.
No, I've got this.
Okay.
So here we go. This is day 1 at Vices Fest 2025.
Here we go.
It's August 29th, it's August 30th, and it's August 31st.
Pow, pow, pow. 3 days.
Because it wouldn't be February or April, you know? So it's 3 days, Vices Fest 2025, and it's at the Strand Theater in Dover. And anybody that's looking at my sty right now, go fuck yourself.
Seriously. Stop.
No, I'm just playing. Like, if you really know me, you guys know that I'm not really self-conscious like that, and I actually really don't give a fuck. But it's fun to pretend that I am.
It's really fun.
You see that?
It's
I don't
fun.
give a shit.
Stare at it.
Right. Now, don't you guys feel better about knowing me better? I just do that shit for the camera.
For those of you, this is what it looks like.
Right. I mean, if I had a booger on my nose or a piece of fucking kale in my teeth, I'd expect somebody to say something. But I don't give a shit about stuff I can't control.
Mm-mm.
All right. Vices Fest 2025. The 29th, the 30th. I'm making up fucking words. I said the 30th. I was the 30th 10 years ago.
My tongue tie has rubbed off on you.
Oh, Christ. All right, so here we go. Why did it start off at date?
Try again.
I'm gonna keep trying. This is tough to read, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
So I said this last week, and I'm gonna say it again. I've never heard this band before, but I'm gonna become a fan. I'm already a fan. The first band playing day 1 at Vices Fest is Plague Dad.
That's brilliant.
Right, like your dad's not that cool.
No.
Adam Vitale, Peter Gay, Jake Hebert, Fine Pioneer. I don't know if these are single
Yeah.
bands or singer-songwriters, So guys, give me a break. I don't know. I'm doing my best. And you know what? The other thing is there's not a lot of bands that are going to stop on their own podcast and then announce every single band. And I'm not looking to be praised or rewarded or congratulated. I'm just pointing out that there aren't any other bands that do that. Other bands,
truth.
right? But if I point that out, I risk credibility. Not really, but you know. So Brady's Grown Up Time. That's got to be a band. The Joe Belanger Shred Trio. That sounds fucking cool.
Whoa.
Everybody tag these motherfuckers. And I mean motherfuckers in the kindest way possible. Silver Cord. Willie Dannerdo and the Corporates. Listen to this fucking band. Separator.
That's intense. That's intense.
But you know what would be equally intense?
What?
Unifier.
I like that. We're with the union.
Do you know what I mean? Like Separator's a cool name.
Mm-hmm. But
Unifier is even more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool name. Battle Mode, Boyd and the Monkeys, Joni Earthquake Band, Night Fury, and Vices. Oh, so the Vices boys or girls? I'm not sure who they are. But they will be on day one. I think that's who's running it
That's cool.
or organizing. So that's cool. And I did see a couple of some of the bands playing on day one or playing on day three. Some of the bands that's kind of cool for those folks.
Mm-hmm.
So like day two has got Jake Hebert again starting off the show, and then Adam Vitale, and then Plague Dad going third. That's kind of cool. I tell you what, you wouldn't want to be Sepsiss and playing 3 days in the fucking row.
Oh my gosh.
Not us.
No.
Just 'cause we're us. Not that we have a lot of stuff. It's just what we do.
Yeah.
Mother Nimbus. That's kind of a cool name. Mango Crush, Night Fury, The Carrot Flowers, Vices, Lions and Lavender. That's kind of a cool name.
Oh, that's dope.
The Shirts and Shoes, The Roscoes, Euphemia. And I love these guys. Scarecrow Hill plays on day two. They're co-headlining and Charles headlining. What a great headline and co-headlining.
That is dope.
Both of those bands fucking rip.
That's a good lineup.
Yep, that's a good one. Okay, and then day three. We're playing on day three, everybody.
We're day 3.
We're on day 3. Plague Dad's on day 3. Adam Vitale's on day 3. So should I go more than one day?
I'm starting to think that.
Like, should we go like on Friday and then say hello and go support bands and then go the fuck home and then maybe come back on Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that'd be fun.
Maybe we'll do that. Because we like to do that.
Yeah.
There may be some people out there that believe that we just talk about supporting bands on Facebook. But if you know us and you're in a band, chances are we've come to see you on our own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before we played with you. If we go and we check out the bands that we might want to play with before we play with them. A lot of times. Because we don't want to play with bands that we don't want to play with. Far too often, bands get booked with bands that are really talented. Otherwise, really kind, hardworking people. They're just not great fits or share the same type of goals as your band. Many bands just need to book with other bands that share the same goals. That's how you build cool shows. So a lot of times, it's not hard for us to go support the bands that we want to play with, because a lot of times those are the bands that are kind of going after the same goals and headed in the same direction. So if you're booking with bands that are going in the same direction, everybody gets along a little bit. Everyone speaks the same language. If you got bands that are not interested in attendance, then you're going to have empty shows. If you've got bands that are not interested in social media, then it's going to be hard for those bands, to fit in to your marketing model, if that's how you choose to advertise your shows. A little rant there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's important, though, because far too often really talented people have a fucked up show. And it's not because there's a lack of talent. It's just whoever's booking it and organizing it, people are polite. Everyone wants to give everybody a chance. So you wind up booking, scary death metal band with the pop punk band and a rap band. And then everyone's confused. And some people are genuinely happy about it. The most flexible people in the audience are excited. But genuinely speaking, everyone's there for something different. Someone's there to make money. Another person's there trying to get some pussy. Another person's out back smoking weed. Then you always got the rock stars that are hiding out in the van until they got to be on stage. And then you got some bands that are working on attendance.
Mm-hmm.
So
trying to get people to the show.
It's important that if you got 3 to 5 bands on a bill, that the majority of the bands are all kind of, working towards the same goals. That's all I mean. And if you don't want to, then don't. That's that. There's that too.
Right.
And I mean that. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. What I mean is there are a lot of bands that don't care how many people are in the audience. That's not me. Mm. I like to play in front of an audience. So I like to play with bands that also agree it's fun to play in front of an audience. And bands that don't just agree that it's fun, they believe that it's so much fun that they're willing to do the work for 100 days to make sure that their band is pulling mutual draw. Those are the bands that we want to book with. Those are the bands that get booked on Swarmy Fest. Those are the bands when we're organizing shows, we try to book with bands that prioritize the fans, the attendance, the audience. So if you ever want to book with us, that is the best way. Is to say, hey, Sepsiss, we'd love to book a show with you guys. We bring 8 to 12 people. That's a great way to get booked with us. Because when people send us that kind of message, we say, oh, shit, we'll match you the 12 people. That's 24 people. We get another couple bands in here, we got 100 people. But what happens far too often is a bunch of local bands will depend on a headliner, or everyone will hope that the most popular 2 bands brings all the people. Mm-hmm. Somebody shows up early or mid-show with 8 people, and they leave before the headliner even takes the stage.
Yeah.
So it's important to be booking with bands that are clear on this. It's not a bad guy or a good guy thing. And I think a lot of times the strategy get lost in translation because we're looking for good versus evil, when it really comes down to bands just sharing similar goals. And no one can be forthcoming or honest enough about that today. Mm-hmm. But words and facts matter the most. So, no one band member in your band should have to bring all the audience, right?
Right.
So the lead singer and the bass player, it's not just up to them to bring their friends. People do that a lot of times. Like the lead singer, the guitar players will be popular, and they'll say, everybody else in the band goes, oh, I don't got to bring anybody. We do things a little bit differently in our band and our staff. Even our staff members are expected to draw.
Yeah.
Our band members, our staff members, and everybody that's working with us is expected to draw. We do no plus ones. If we come and play a show and we book a show for you and your band is playing, that means my staff members are buying a ticket. That's how much we support the bands. We don't even do plus ones. We don't accept it.
Yeah.
But I don't think everybody should have that goal. I don't think everybody should think like me.
That's just us.
That's just us. When I say things that we do here, that doesn't mean that the way that you do it is fucking weak. You know
Or
what I mean?
wrong.
Or wrong or evil. They just happen to be our goals.
This is just what we happen to do.
It's hard for bands to chase goals because they're too busy defending the good and evil of the decisions or the goals that they have lined up.
Mhm.
You know, if you're a band and you want to play with me and you don't want to draw or your mind is not on attendance, tell me that, because we get shows where we don't really focus on attendance sometimes. It's just fun, or it's a house party, or it's a barbecue gig. If you're one of those bands that says, hey, man, we shred like hell, because we know some really talented bands that are probably a lot better than we are, but they have no intention on getting 10 people in the door, and that's fine. But they should make it known so then talent buyers or people that are booking them know how to organize shows for them.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I think what happens is a lot of times no band wants to admit that they can't bring 20 people. Bands think that that's embarrassing. I don't. What I think is embarrassing is when you promise to get 15 people and you can't crack 8. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. Gave this whole song and dance
Right.
and
When you
did nothing.
Right, when you upsell yourself and you tell all the promoters that you can bring 20 people and you never do, then you just lose credibility.
That's all that happens.
So I never promise promoters that I'm going to bring people that I don't believe that I can bring. If I get booked for a show, if I think I can bring 6 people, I tell them, hey, man, we're good for 6. If I can book a show and I say, wait, you know, we're going Midwest, we haven't been here in a while, I'll tell somebody we can bring 80 or 120. It depends. Have you been playing the same venue or the same town too close in proximity? That's the kind of shit that matters. A lot of times people will ask us, how come we don't play in New Hampshire often? That's because we organize a show in New Hampshire called Swarmy Fest. And if we played every weekend in New Hampshire, all the shows that we played in New Hampshire leading up to Swarmy Fest would be the excuse for people not showing up to Swarmy Fest.
So that's why we don't book shows here then.
So that's why,
Fest.
right, because the hardest people to get to come to your shows are your roommates, your family, your girlfriend, and the people that you call your loved ones. The hardest people to get to support you at your shows are the people you went to school with, the people that you grew up with, and the neighbors who don't believe in you. The worst thing to have is a local show because you have to run around and convince people to cheer you on when the hardest thing for people to do nowadays is support something their neighbors are doing.
Mm-hmm.
It fucking kills people. People would much rather support Nike. People would much rather get behind the NFL or a politician or an invisible man that they've never met before. People would rather vote for a complete fucking stranger against their own interest than to sit downstage from somebody that's a little more talented than them and lives next door. The very basic membership to civilized America is for you to be jealous of your next door neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
It's team sports, man. And that's why it's really hard sometimes for bands to move the needle, because we're all taught the way that we authenticate ourselves through this experience is based on what we do for work or how much we get paid. You see that? Mostly all of our power or talking points, when we have nothing else, we always go back to what we do for work, how much we get paid, or how bright our skin is in the proximity and closeness of God. And that's how we formulate our talking points. Because the basic membership to any of those things is, in order for you to belong to the team, you have to believe that my God is more special and powerful than your God. And if you don't believe in my God, then you are subject to punishment and cruelty. So the basic membership to team sports is, if you don't believe what I believe, then you are subject to death, humiliation, and cruelty. That's capitalism. That's religion. That's the music industry. Lexi's going to start the first story tonight. It's about artificial intelligence.
Everyone's favorite. Here we go. ChatGPT reaches more than 700 million people each week. And OpenAI CEO Sam Altman thinks we may be in an AI bubble. Wow. I think we've always been in one. Continuing. He says, quote, "When bubbles happen, smart people get overexcited about a kernel of truth," end quote, he told a small group of reporters, including The Verge's Alex Heath, over dinner in San Francisco. He says, quote, "If you look at most of the bubbles in history, like the tech bubble, there was a real thing. Tech was really important. The internet was a really big deal. People got overexcited." He really likes this word. Are we in a phase where investors as a whole are overexcited about AI? My opinion is yes, he says. Is AI the most important thing to happen in a very long time? My opinion is also yes, he says.
So basically he's saying that we blew our load and we peaked in this huge crowdfunding, crowdsourcing fucking scam called AI, where they promised us and they told us that if we all put all of our money into this fucking thing, that we are going to be healthier, wealthier, and happier. And he's admitting that that time is not going to come.
Yes.
While at the same time, he's saying, please spend more money on my nonprofit program.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that that's what it was.
That's what it was.
That's bullshit.
And he's saying smart people. Okay. Continuing onward.
Look, he's going to say bubble again. See that? Bubble.
For those of you that don't know what a bubble is, here we go. A bubble is when the price a bubble is when the price of something rises above its actual value, typically because investors become too excited. Think the .com bubble, the cryptocurrency bubble, even the housing bubble of the 2000s.
What about the metaverse? There's another one. We did the whole thing. Remember the metaverse? Everyone was going to go there and fucking jerk off to fucking cartoons. And
What about the religion bubble?
That's true. That's true.
As NASDAQ says in its definition of a bubble. Oh my
Jesus
goodness.
Christ.
What is this? In its definition of a bubble, they're often hard to detect in real time because there is a disagreement over the fundamental value of the asset.
It's, Melissa said something in the chat. She's like, it's just like the VR shit. She's right.
Yeah.
They keep saying, this is it. This is going to be the breakthrough. The breakthrough to what? That's what I'm always asking.
The bubble.
I'm not going to get overexcited like I always do.
We get too excited.
Nobody, when you ask people, even the most enthusiastic people that love artificial intelligence and they rave about it, ask them what the fuck it's supposed to do, and they'll never be able to give you a detailed, clear description of what it's claiming to do. And this is what I mean. Is it going to make me rich?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to make us healthy? And I'm not talking about people 20 years from now. You know it's a fucking scam if somebody comes into your life and says, hey, give me some money. Some really good shit is going to happen to you later on. You know it's a scam if somebody says, yo, I'm crowdfunding this new invention. Unfortunately, you're going to die before it comes out. But here, give me your money and sign off on a lifetime warranty.
What?
The lifetime of who? Me or the company that is scamming me? You can't fool me on that shit. There's no such thing as a lifetime guarantee. Whose life are they predicting?
Theirs.
And so, I've never understood what the internet was supposed to do. In the beginning, they said it's like a library. You know, they said it's like a town square. The internet is going to be a place where we learn different languages and share music, and we decentralize capitalism, and we all get to open up storefronts and learn yoga. That is not the internet that we have today. Today, we mimic dances from the hood and upload them on TikTok. That's what the internet is. Feet, butts, misogyny, salesmanship, methods, marketing, bigotry, gambling, and much, 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 much more. And the occasional hummingbird or shoehorn. But mostly, it's people in the comments section going back and forth about opinions. We didn't study facts. We didn't go to the library. We don't go on the internet and look at the Webster's Dictionary. People don't go on the internet and read the Bible. And if they do, they only read their favorite parts. That's the internet. The part where there is tons of information and we only read our favorite parts. Okay, go ahead.
As NBC News reported, the AI bubble could be bigger than the internet bubble. According to a report from Apollo Global Management chief economist Torsten Sloke, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but not everyone agrees. Ray Wang, research director for semiconductors, supply chain, and emerging technology at Futurum Group, told CNBC that while there might be an AI bubble, he doesn't necessarily see that reality. He says, quote, the fundamentals across the supply chain remain strong, and the long-term trajectory of the AI trend supports continued investment, he told the news outlet. And, of course, it is much easier to point out a bubble from the other side.
Again, the quote unquote, the fundamentals across the supply chain remain strong in the long-term trajectory of the AI trend. I don't want to hear about a trend. What is the goal? We get the trend. What does it do? Does it make you or help you create more affordable situations? Is it going to improve the relationships with your loved ones or your family? I'm just coming up with shit. What the fuck does AI do? If we give money to large, nonprofit agencies that claim to have open source technology, they make a ton of money off of it, only later to admit they're not sure what it does. What's the end game?
Mm-hmm. What's the result?
When they made the internet, it was the same thing. So people were like, so it's a library? No. So it's a shopping center? No. So it's a Cold War weapon? Yes!
Exactly.
Yes, the internet and people don't really understand this. The internet and the technology is Cold War weapon technology. And when people ask why was the internet created, I remind them it's a war tool. It's a surveillance war tool. And when people ask me, what does the internet do today? I tell them it's an internet civilian war tool and surveillance tool.
Yeah.
It's the same thing it was before. It's a spying tool.
Yeah, it's for war strategy.
And large companies, corporations, developers, software companies, and app builders, they are the ones that are running and designing the digital plantation. I hope y'all understand this.
Yeah.
Sonic said, it's a thief. She got it.
Yes.
She got it.
You got it.
She got it. Hold on. Let me hit her with the shits. It's a stealing machine. You put your pictures of your baby into it. You sing songs. You upload your face for facial recognition. I love these people who are like, I'm not going to use AI. You use it every day. You've been using it for years. You use it when you put your face into filters. You use it when you talk into you use it in your video games. You use it in your photography.
You use it just to open your phone.
Right. Just to open your phone or sometimes get
Check
into
your bank account.
I was going to say a payment app is a very good example of where people use AI a lot. So you can say you don't want to use it. It's like saying you don't want to use electricity.
But you guys would rather trust your facial recognition over your thumbprint to open your phone and other things.
She's right though. It's a stealing machine. We upload our photo albums, we tell it everything we jerk off to. And now, everybody confesses and talks to AI like it's a Catholic priest.
And their girlfriend.
People are confessing crimes to it, having sex with it.
This is out of control.
Has anybody had sex yet with AI? Put a 1 in the chat.
Judgment-free zone.
Judgment-free zone. Just kidding. We're going to corner you. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not a setup for us to corner you for a greater point.
I'm just fucking with you. We would never do that. Just in private.
Right.
Just kidding. Here's one of my favorite people. Stories. Isn't this what's her name?
That's Billie Eilish.
That's what I thought.
I call her Billie Eyelash, but yes, Billie Eilish.
You don't bring up eyelash with my sty.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Can we close those? I feel like the entire world is looking at us.
Yeah. 1 second.
I'm gonna wait because we don't have nothing better to do. Look, and plus we still have a half an hour of the show. We're right on time. So, my windows outlook the street, and I mean the entire street. So the entire neighborhood can watch me podcasting, which I don't really care about, but it's hard for me to concentrate. That's good. What the fuck? You know what? I did forget to read all the other I forgot to read all of day 3. That's pretty foolish, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. Oh my God. I'm going to go over it at the end. Guys, award shows aren't dead yet. American Music Awards to remain on CBS and Paramount under 5-year extension deal. Sounds like a forgiveness deal.
For whom? From whom?
I don't know.
Who's extending it?
And why?
Right.
Here's the thing. Award shows have not, I think the word is garnered. They have not absorbed the viewership and success that they've had in the past.
No.
People don't believe or give a fuck about the awards. And there's a million reasons why people don't care about the music awards. the Grammys, the Source Awards. You already know why people don't care about it, and it's because they can be bought. People buy Spotify awards.
They
You
buy
know
the
what can't? You know what
Grammys.
can't be bought? Anema. You can't buy Anema.
Damn right. The people voted for that.
Yeah, you can't buy Anema.
Mm-mm.
But that doesn't mean I'm a great guitar player. I'm just saying the institutions and systems of the music industry allow you to game it.
Yeah, you can buy it.
It's just gameable.
You can buy a Grammy.
And who knows? Maybe someday you'll be able to game Nema, but they're still small enough where
You can also buy an Oscar.
I don't doubt that.
Mm-hmm.
Dick Clark Productions and CBS announced the underlying half-decade extension today after the American Music Awards debuted on the network in May. The 2025 edition marked the AMA's first installment since departing ABC in 2022 and reportedly reached north of 10 million unique viewers. The audience resulted from the main CBS premiere as well as Encore. Returns on MTV, CMT, and BET billed as, quote, the show's largest audience since 2019. The CBS viewership said to represent 38% spike from 2022. Looking to keep the ratings momentum going, CBS has opted to book the 2026 AMAs for the same month, May, and specifically on or around Memorial Day, a location, Las Vegas, as the 2025 outing. Though the 5-year pact is encouraging a sign for award shows, it'll be worth monitoring the AMA's audience size particulars moving forward. As many know, in general, said shows have been grappling with ratings turbulence for years now. On one hand, the Grammys, likewise airing on CBS, suffered a 9% viewership decline to a 15.4 million watchers from 2024. On the other hand, expect in 2024, that was the show's largest audience since 2020 delivered 18.7 million viewers. That's a lot of numbers, you guys, but it's gone down quite a bit.
Yeah.
As indicated today, reports indicated that Paramount had managed to sign the Duffer Brothers, the creators of Netflix Stranger Things, to an undoubtedly expensive 4-year exclusive agreement covering film, TV, and streaming projects alike, bringing the focus back to the American Music Awards. Adweek pointed to award shows' perceived ability to help brands maintain culturally relevant. Moreover, citing comments from execs, the outlet also noted the comparatively favorable position of award programming ratings amid traditional TV consumption fall off. Look. People are burnt out of this shit.
People don't want to watch this because the people know that the award shows are fake.
Yeah. I think that's
we
what it really
know.
Right.
It took one specific artist fucking years to finally get album of the year. Just for context.
Right. And I don't want to cuz I know everybody has somebody that they feel.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's that whole my person didn't get the award or whatever.
Right.
Is why people aren't going to watch it. Because people know, one, they're going to be disappointed probably. And two, we all know it's rigged.
Oh, boy. I don't even know what to say.
No one cares about the Grammys anymore.
Well, you know what I was about to say is who the fuck is listening to charting bands or artists? Let's see right now.
No one.
I'm just curious.
Like, who's number one?
Who are the top 20 artists on Billboard today? Hold on a second, everybody. Okay, I'm just going to name it, you know?
Yeah.
So, Taylor Swift. Put a 1 in the chat if you listen to Taylor Swift. We make Taylor Swift jokes around here. You know, not like mean ones or anything like that.
Lighthearted ones.
Yeah, I make jokes that I love Taylor Swift and that I'm a big Swiftie and stuff like that. And we could keep it going. This will be the only time that I come out of character. So in the future, if I claim to be a Swiftie, just fucking go with it.
We're also making fun of people on the internet that are Swifties.
Okay, so so Taylor Swift is number one, followed by Drake, followed by Zach Bryan. Like who? So
who's that?
So as many times as people have said Sepsiss who, I'm saying who is Zach Bryan. I don't know. That doesn't make him a bad person, and that doesn't make me a creep. I'm just saying I don't know who
Who is
and
it?
he doesn't know me. But that really reinforces my point. Who is listening to these people? We know who Taylor Swift is. She's a lovely woman. But are you listening to her music?
Like right now. Have you today?
That's what I'm saying. When these are,
on your own
and
free
I'm not
will.
and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to be like slight or condescending. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not making dark humor. I'm being serious. Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter, Morgan Wallen. These are all a bunch of people. I don't know if they're actually on the Billboard. This just said that they're on it. They're on Billboard. Here they are. I'm going to look. Here we go. Morgan Wallen, MGK. Okay, we know who that is. Gunna. Isn't that the dude that snitched or whatever? You're telling me a snitch. Yo.
I can't take this seriously.
No. Guys, please. Look. This is the top Billboard. I'm going to read it to you. Somebody put a 1 in the chat if you're listening to Morgan Wallen. Put a 1 in the chat if you're listening to Audrey Nunari-Ami. I've never heard. This is, and I'm not making fun of nobody. I'm trying to prove to you. So when people are like, Sepsiss who? Who is Hunter A.G. Adarana Nunari Amari? I don't know who the fuck that is. Nobody knows who Sepsiss is, and I don't know who that is. The feeling's mutual. Everybody's
We don't know each other.
right. Everybody's fine. Why do I need to give you an award?
We don't know you.
Right.
We don't know you.
No one's going to give me any awards, and I'm not going to give you any.
Do you even go here?
So when people are like, oh, I don't like your music, that's fine. That means you've listened to it. When people say to me, yo, Sepsiss sucks, I go, wait a minute, you've heard my music?
Thank you.
People are like, oh my God, I've heard your band is fucking terrible. I'm like, oh my, thank you so much for listening to my music. Because people normally wouldn't listen. We live in a time now when it doesn't matter if you're good. It doesn't matter if you suck. You better be grateful if anybody listens to it. So my deepest, darkest ops and enemies and trolls and people that hate me and people that spread rumors and misinformation and jump into comment sections and talk shit about me and my band, I love when they say, I hate all of their music. It sucks. Because I'm always like, you've listened to all of my music? And then they're like, no, I just listened to that one song and that one song sucks. Oh my God, thank you for listening to my music.
You still listen to a song.
That's what I'm saying. I tricked you, motherfucker. Anytime that you guys say that my music sucks, you're admitting that you're listening to my music. Anytime that you say you don't like my merch prices, you're admitting to trolling me and watching me all day. When people say that they don't like my podcast, when people say they don't like my voice, my music, or they don't like my band, I always respond with, thank you so much for the attention.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to my music.
It worked.
It worked. Everything that I've ever tried to do is working. And you are the fucking proof.
Aha.
Hit him with the aha.
And with the aha.
So MGK, no, nobody listens to MGK. Not around here. And
No.
I'm not making fun of people that do. What I'm saying is we don't.
No.
I've never listened to an MGK song. The only time I heard anything about MGK is when that boy Eminem slaughtered him in that battle rap. That's the only thing I cared about.
Mm-hmm.
That's the coolest thing MGK has ever done is taken straight punches.
From Eminem.
I don't even know if he's good at anything else. Number 4 on the Billboard charts is Gunna. Gunna what? Snitch? That dude told on somebody. Nobody, I don't know if you guys know. I'm African American. If I even hear you're a fucking snitch, I ain't listening to your music.
It's a no-go.
We don't fuck with rats, skinners, and snitches.
No.
Not around here we don't.
No.
Again, Alex Warren. Have you ever heard of this person?
No.
I got to get out of this. We got to come up close.
We gotta get personal.
Kendrick Lamar. I like that one song.
He's cool.
I don't know if I like more songs. I would have to hear more songs by Kendrick Lamar to really say that I like him as an artist. I don't normally listen to mainstream rappers. They usually make me sick.
Yeah.
Because, like, for me, like, rap has got to be, like, the one cool thing that I remember about rap is, like, the authenticity.
Yeah.
In rock and roll, you don't need to be authentic. You know, Janie had a gun. Well, maybe she did. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't.
It's good writing.
It's just good writing. Yeah. Let the bodies hit the floor. Yeah,
That's
sure.
good
Whatever.
writing.
It's just good writing.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But in hip hop, if you're not Chip Fu, I don't want it.
But it's like, but like in authentic African American hip hop, if you're not telling the truth, then the rap sucks.
We don't want it.
So a lot of times with mainstream rap, it comes down to like everyone's talking tough and they're being rebels and they're being warriors in the music, and then they're doing commercials with Pepsi and rocking with corporate America. It's those two things can't be.
And then ass.
Those two things can't be.
Yeah, no.
You can't be
No.
You can't be gangster and then go vote.
No. It doesn't work.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not going to work for you.
Right.
They need to stop doing that,
Right.
in my opinion.
Like in the music, you're cutting up bricks and packaging gats and doing all this other shit. And then you're fucking telling on people.
Yeah, no.
That guy Gunna, he done told on somebody and some more other shit. You know how that goes. And then hear this. This is kind of surprising. Number 8 on the Billboard. And I'm happy to see this, guys. Please forgive me. Baby metal. Now look. I'm not talking shit. But do you know how many times people have approached us throughout the years and explained how unmetal we were for one reason or another? Or how silly our name is. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you, I know that we have a silly band name. In fact, I helped choose our silly band name. And when we chose our name, I was aware that people were going to make fun of us, because people will make fun of anything. I'm from state prison.
Give them a sock, they'll make fun of it.
People will make fun of anything, because a lot of times, especially for young boys, the only two emotions people are running on is humor and anger.
That's it.
Those seem to be the two most popular. All right, we can get off that shit. Anyways, so
We got
fuck
the point.
fuck the Grammys.
Yeah.
If you're a band out there and you're striving for a Grammy, you need to become a very good liar, backstabber, deceiver, gambler, hustler, criminal. If you really want a Grammy or an industry award, man, you're better off getting in a motorcycle gang or something.
Something.
I think you know?
Yeah. Something tough.
Yeah. A little tough.
Something built Ford tough.
Here's a fun one. I gotta bring this one up. So you guys know we're big supporters.
I just love the picture.
You know, we're big supporters of the LGBTQ, as well as we are also supportive of human beings.
Yeah.
You know.
Big supporters of human life.
So we're firm believers in basically everybody existing and not pretending that that's not real. 16 volumes go missing after Kentucky church urges members to check out and never return library books about LGBTQ plus people. I'm not going to really like get into the article. I just wanted to see how ridiculous and petty that we've gotten at this time. And I wanted to also point out that if you own a library and you hide books about rap music, it doesn't make rap music less popular. It doesn't make it less interesting.
It's not going to make it go away either.
Right. Like all of a sudden, if you say sex is yucky, it's not going to make the Kama Sutra disappear.
Yeah.
You guys got to remember that there were other forms of art and literature and other obscene things that people tried to ban before, like Slayer, the band.
Mm-hmm.
Also in this country, they tried to ban Two Live Crew.
Mm-hmm.
You know Two Live Crew because we got to open up for Two Live Crew in Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah. They're set smacked.
They have a song called Banned from the USA because at one point people tried to ban their music because their music is about sex. And a lot of conservative and prude people who are afraid of body parts were intimidated by music about sex written and performed by African Americans. So, Twisted Sister was another rock band that went before Congress to protect our rights to be able to sing music. So when you think about other art forms that have been banned, books that have been banned, the most popular book that has ever been banned, as you know, is the Bible. So it always blows my mind why religious people want to ban books on other people, because they themselves have been on the receiving end of being people that other people wanted to ban at one time.
100%.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Lexi, this one's for you.
Porn censorship is going to destroy the entire internet.
That's probably true.
Yeah. Let's dive in. Oh, age verification isn't just for adult websites.
So, but you know, I've been saying for a long time, I think there should be an entire internet just for adults.
Yeah,
I have been
agree.
saying this entire time that I think there should be an entire separate internet for underage people.
Definitely.
And I think that there should be an adult version of the internet that is fucking wild.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Accessing porn and the entire internet has radically changed. In June, the Supreme Court declared Texas's age verification law constitutional. The following month, the UK's own age verification law went into effect. Age verification laws broadly refer to legislation that requires proof of age to enter a website that hosts explicit content. In the United States, these laws vary in language and requirements. In the UK, specific types of age assurance are listed, such as a facial scan or even a credit card. While these laws are outwardly about preventing minors from accessing porn sites, the reality is that they're being applied to mainstream social media sites and independent websites and require adults to submit their personal information in order to access swaths of the internet.
And my response to that is, who gives a shit? The government is already doing it.
Right.
Why should we give a fuck at this point?
We shouldn't.
The United States is already stealing your data. AT&T stealing your data. Facebook stealing your data. Spotify stealing your data and selling weapons of war. They're all doing it. So why do we even need to worry about whether they're stealing our data anymore. Netflix is stealing your data. Snapchat's stealing your data. The last time you filled out a fucking questionnaire at the Weather Vane and gave him your email, they're stealing your data. The internet is to steal your data. Everything that is on the internet is not what it is. All of these apps can be remixed and rewritten to be something new with the sole purpose to steal your data. Spotify can start off as a music program, then it can wind up becoming a porn site, then it can wind up later on becoming a Temu or a flea market website or app, only later on to become a Christian white national app. It's nothing. These apps can become whatever they want to, whatever they see fit, for the sole purpose of stealing people's data.
As long as that's legal, they're going to keep doing that. Stealing data.
That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm. This is nothing new. What is age verification doing to the internet? The UK's Online Safety Act doesn't just age gate porn.
I'm torn. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. When I was talking about this earlier, it's not like I have a position and I know what I'm talking about. No, I'm in the middle on this. I'm also tired of people, being on the internet. They offer all these anonymous solutions. And I understand why. Because sharing your private information, even having a conversation with somebody and sharing a private thing is potentially dangerous online.
Yeah.
Even in the chat room.
People just accessing the internet itself is dangerous.
However, I say, well, how do we deal with that? Let me say, okay, well, then people that want to be online have to make themselves known. People that want to be in a car have to make themselves known. That way, if you get in a car accident,
yeah,
people have a customer service number, a license plate, a registration, there's a name, there's a face to who the fuck ran them over. Mm-hmm. It's not really like licenses at the DMV give you better driving skills.
No. Just who's responsible for the vehicle. That's all that is.
That's it. It's a customer service ID that unlocks the access for you to use products responsibly. And there's a safeguard there that if you run over a fucking child, they're going to have your license plate number.
Yeah, because they need to hold you accountable. They meaning the police.
So when I look at the situation with the internet, I go, why is there a place on the planet? Why is there a private space where underage minors can hang out in adult spaces and share ideas, conversations, and take part in adult activities with adults in private? Why is there a place in the world where children can spend time with adults secretly?
Because the people that are making the internet are people that want to spend time with children secretly.
What the fuck is going on? Anybody rational common sense, if you ask any parent, would you like your child to spend time on the internet with strangers that could possibly abuse them? They'll all look you in the face and say no. And then they'll buy a kid a tablet.
You shouldn't buy a kid a tablet. You're a hypocrite.
But the crazy part is I don't even blame them. Why do we have a version of the internet? We have different versions of video games.
Because.
Why do we have a single version of the internet where I don't even care about what you can observe. That's one thing, and in a whole entire separate conversation. Why is there a place, an atmosphere, an environment where children and minors can secretly and anonymously interact with anonymous adults and share adult activities? We need an internet for children, and we need an internet for adults.
Should have been a thing the day it was created.
we
for the
don't
internet to be
we
a
don't
public place.
we don't sleep with our kids. We don't dance with our kids
We
like
shouldn't be
that.
on the internet with our kids.
We shouldn't be right.
We shouldn't be on the internet with our kids. We shouldn't be.
We don't like think about it.
Shouldn't be.
Even when you grew up in your house, there was an adult table.
There's a kid section,
right.
kid room. It's separate.
And the reason why is because scientifically, the human brain can develop well into the mid and late 20s. Some people that are little late bloomers, their brains are still developing at 27, 28, well into their 30s, man.
Yeah.
And some kids are ready for GTA at 8, and they get it. It's fake. Then don't say the F word. They play the game, and they're aware of all the rules, right? And they follow the rules so they can play the game. Yeah. And then there are other kids that are the same age and have the same capabilities and may have strengths or weaknesses in other areas where they play the same games and don't make the connection. And they go, you know what? I'm gonna take this thing in reality. I'm gonna apply the images and the sounds and sights and experiences that I'm hearing in this video game, and I want that to be a real thing. Those are two different type of brain types. Mm-hmm. And Jeffrey Dahmer's parents didn't know they were raising a cannibal. It's not they were like, okay, here's how you eat a finger,
It's how they're teaching them.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody goes, it's your environment or that your parents taught you. Not all the time.
It's just that there's two different children in the house, and they have two different needs, and they have two different skill sets, and they should be having two different things.
Right. My mother was a really nice person, and she was a humanitarian. I was a fucking asshole.
Right.
She taught me to be a good kid. I chose to be an asshole. Mm-hmm. That had nothing to do with her.
You wanted different things.
Right.
That's all that is. You're becoming your own person.
It's fucking crazy. So I'm kind of for the age verification thing, but I'm going to tell you why. I'm not for it for you. I don't mind giving my ID to the internet because I'm a public figure. I don't mind giving my ID to the internet because I have to get my royalties from my music. I have to give them my ID because this is how we make a living. We don't get paid from Facebook. We don't get paid. We can't use the bank without AI or facial recognition. So that's why I've opted into it. I'm not saying everybody should do that, but that's why I do.
We work here, so we can hold ourselves accountable here. We have no problem doing that.
Right. Anything that I'm going to do in my real life, I'm going to make sure it's an activity that I'm not going to feel sorry for. Anything that I'm going to say, any activities or behaviors that I'm going to do, I know that I have to come on here next Wednesday. I have a show next week. I have things to do in public that keep me balanced and centered on my goals and keep me in the pathway of progress where I'm not becoming derailed or desensitized or distracted by, things that could be potentially harmful. All the stuff is there. Alcohol, drugs, the internet. I mean, all the things are there to throw you off. Lee says people know, they just look the other way. And I think you're right about that. That's really sad. That's tough. Mm-hmm. I think we'll do one more, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You want to do this one?
Yeah. Where would you like me to start?
Right there.
Okay. On July 15th, YouTube will roll out a stricter update to its YouTube Partner Program. I don't want to say that. Abbreviated. YouTube Partner Program. Monetization policy. Monetization policies aimed squarely at curbing the flood of AI-generated and mass-produced content that's increasingly clogging the platform. Thank fuck! God, that is so annoying.
She just said thank fuck.
It's so annoying. I use my YouTube for educational purposes, and I can tell when something is AI generated and it's clogged my YouTube as well, and it's very annoying. Here we go. While YouTube has attempted to frame the update as a minor clarification, the implications are far more serious for creators banking on the low effort content. The new policy language, still unreleased at the time of writing, targets what YouTube deems inauthentic content. Repetitive spam-like videos that have become far easier to churn out with the rise of AI tools. These include text-to-video generators, AI voiceovers, pasted over recycled footage, and lazily repurposed material designed more to game the algorithm than to engage viewers. YouTube insists that inauthentic content has never qualified for monetization, a point echoed by Renee Ritchie, YouTube's head of editorial and creator liaison. In a video posted Tuesday, Ritchie described the update as a clarification meant to help creators better understand what qualifies as original and monetizable. He also stressed that this is not a crackdown on reaction videos or legitimate transformative content.
Oh, so basically what that means for all of you guys out there that watch, like, see, what we're doing right now is transformative content. Do you guys see how Metal Injection is up on the screen, right? And Lexi's reading it. She didn't write that, but she's reading it and she's reacting to it. That's transformative content. That's why we're able to put this up here, because what makes it original is the fact that Lexi's reading it. And that's what makes it original, is that we're kind of reproducing the content in a way.
And we're not being lazy about the repurposed material.
Right. It's not plagiarized.
We're reacting to it in real
right.
time.
Like, so if I went like this,
we
for
also
instance.
Edit
if I went like this and she just read it, right? And you guys couldn't see, and she just read it in verbatim, technically, that could be plagiarized.
Yeah. Because it's up there, you can see where everything
it's not
is.
Like, right, it's not like
this
people...
isn't plagiarism.
Right, it's not like people are going to do that. No, it's not like people run around busting people for that.
No.
But at the same level, that'd just give you an idea. Anyways, that's all we got. What did you think of, what did you think? Do you think that's great? I think it's great that
Yeah, I'm really glad that they're cracking down on the AI stuff, because for a couple months here, it's been like really like I said earlier, like I use my YouTube for educational purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm looking for keyboard, when I'm looking for history or something like that, and I come across something that's visually, I can tell because I use it for this purpose, that this is AI, I instantly am like, this is so stupid. Why is this clouding my feed? Like, I follow all these authentic people, but yet instead of all these authentic people that I follow for their new videos and other things, I get this AI trash. So I'm really glad that they're like starting the crackdown on it. So I can go back to getting educated.
That's right. And we'll be here next Wednesday for you all to get educated with us on another episode of the Sepsiss Show. Until then, please, if you could, make sure you grab your tickets to Vices Fest. And if you are picking up tickets to Swarmy Fest, now is the time. We just announced Pulsifier. We also announced Matt Connerton and Velvet Rain as official sponsors, as well as Under the Horizon.
Oh, yeah.
So if you haven't seen Under the Horizon, you're fucking nuts. They are definitely a scene-breaking band. They've been playing everywhere. They keep getting better and better. I think the best show so far that I've seen them play, hands down, was their previous show. I don't know if they played since then, probably. But their show in Vermont was top-notch. So make sure you guys are grabbing hotels early. You guys know we all stay at the Garden. If you want more information on that, you can inbox us. We got the raffles and games coming, some more information and twists and turns. I got side acts, performers, more announcements to come, more bands. I can't wait for you guys to learn about my co-headliner and headliners. Guys, it's going to be fucking crazy. Tune in next week for more information on the Sepsiss Show.